Right. So whenever you're ready to enlighten us, remind us.
Right. So brace yourselves. It was a fairly complex last session. So, um, 2 sessions ago, Fook and Cade had noticed a couple of sailors dead bodies being hauled out of the harbour, obviously murdered, tied with rocks, etc., around their limbs. We didn't think anything of it. For Fook and Cade, sort of whatever, carried on. But once we got back to the Thundering Lizard and mentioned it to the others, obviously they straight away connected the dots and realized that Solshan's life, also being aware of where the pirates' hideout was, may be in danger. Sorry, my dog's trying to yank out my Ethernet cable. So we headed off to go tell Akina Far about the danger to Solshan. She seemed unconcerned and also surprisingly unwilling to take this information to the rest of the Merchant Council. It did surprise us quite a bit, so we retreated via the Temple of Istus to try and pick up on the divination that had been cast for us by Grandfather Itembe. And we were told, some sort of interesting information about where we may be looking for the Soulmonger in the southern jungles, which is a bit frustrating because it's kind of near the snout of Ormog where we were previously. Obold and Luzhai arranged a ship to get us to Port Valerian, but we've put a bit of a hold on that because Wakanga told us that making an enemy of the person arranging the dinosaur races, which Taklin is honor bound to take part in since he broke the rider's arm, would be a very bad idea. So we're basically in town for a couple of days.
It's early evening, and I think you're back in the Thundering Lizard, I believe.
Yeah, after that parrot had shit on Luhai.
Yep.
Little bastard.
Yeah, for Fook decides to spend because it's a dangerous old time, isn't it? Decides to spend the time indoors working on his tell-all ballad of capture by the pirates, their intrepid escape from their secret hideout to be found at these exact coordinates in this exact place in the ballad.
Kidding on you?
No. And I'm just seeing. And you say we do performances in the Thundering Lizard, is that right?
You're not performing that in the Thundering Lizard, are you?
Of course I am.
You get us killed.
So hop on stage, right? New piece I'm working on. Bear with me. Still polishing off the rough edges.
If you think that gives away our leverage with going to see them with a flaming fist.
23 on my performance.
Okay. Well, he's done it.
Ugh. We might as well just tell them to take the gold then off the ship. We'll just not bother.
Okay, so Fafouk jumps up onto an empty stage and does a resounding performance, and you all sort of like shrink inside yourselves as you realise embedded in the song is clearly mentioned the location of or as best as you can do it in a song when you're not really knowledgeable of navigation, is a vague description of where the pirates' hideout is.
Yeah, that's a good description. So Fook is like obviously lapping up the audience. I don't know. Is it busy?
Is it busy? Let's see. How busy is it?
And do I get a discount off my room fees for good performance?
No. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the crowd, Phil, just to see if there's anyone that strikes me as reacting to what his description of that is once I realise what he's done.
Okay. So yeah, the inn's quite busy. It's pretty
Nice.
full.
Good audience.
I suppose you can make a stupid phone. A perception.
Insight, is it? Oh.
A perception and an insight check, I guess, would be a reasonable combination for that.
Is it just Obold or are the rest also panicking?
I think the rest of us are panicking.
But Orbald's the only one who's actually trying to see if there's anybody about.
Fuch's clearly very pleased with himself and launches into one of his other sort of ballads, the ones with advantage, the sailing on the windborne.
Okay.
So,
Let's
I'm going to
see.
do a medley of my favorites. Advantage. Let's see if this was the trick. Oh, that's a 20. That's a 25. 20 on performance. Nat 20, 25.
Okay.
What's a 91 for?
Are they meant to be
business.
public roles?
No, they're not. But that's
Ha ha
um,
Rolling me out your DM screen here, Phil.
yeah, there we go. So you're all dead.
ha! Nice. Next adventure.
Um,
Character.
Yeah, next character. So for Fuchs' performance goes down incredibly well, which as the crowd gets more and more active, jovial, and into the performance, it becomes harder to like keep track of who of anybody who might be not what they seem. But no, you don't. Obald doesn't know. You don't notice anybody who is paying particularly who looks suspicious. Who is paying obviously everybody's paying attention, but you don't see anybody who reacts in a way that you would deem suspicious.
Right. Okay.
And one more with advantage, just to like round things off, because why leave the stage when you're on top? 19.
Okay, so
Not my best, but
well, it's a good performance though. Good performance roll, not terrible by any means. So what's everybody else doing while Fafuk is on stage?
Fill in the beans.
Sorry, filling the beans.
Spilling the beans.
Spilling the beans.
Spilling the beans, yeah.
I just cheer him, every time when it goes well.
Okay. And how about tackling and Aluhai? We know what Obald's doing.
We staying here for the foreseeable now, then.
Yeah, until you've rode that lizard round town.
Right. And it's night time, and it's so gambling usually.
Sorry.
Gambling.
Okay. So nothing untoward. Nothing in particular. Nothing in reaction to what Fafuk's doing.
No. Wait to berate him until he gets off stage.
Okay. Right. Okay. So, well, so other than that, the evening passes without event. Eventually, later on that night, Fafuk comes down from the stage. His ego suitably boosted. Seems oblivious. Probably is oblivious to anybody else's concerns.
And what did you do that for? You've just given away any leverage we had for the burning hands.
What? None of them will be here. It'll be fine. We're going to be all the way up at Fort Balurian. They won't do anything about it.
Madison's at an inn, like literally a couple of streets away. You don't think she's going to hear about that?
She's not here, is she? It's not like this lot will even remember any of it.
No, but they'll have their own spy network. And what about if the harbour master has his spies round here? So it reports back to the harbour master or anyone else that's trying to kill us.
I think as long as we stay in the Thundering Lizard, we'll be fine. I think you're way too worried.
No. Not with what we know about the other brotherhood that's here as well. It's mainly the mercenaries.
You mean the Scarlet Brotherhood?
Yes.
Yeah, but you know, as long as we stay over here, they'll leave us alone. I'm sure they'll be fine. I mean, they've been here for ages. They probably know where they are. Probably just keeping the secret to themselves. But Fook is not listening to, and is not coming down off cloud 9. He's at a stonking performance. He's going to enjoy the adulation.
I'll go and leave him to his adulation on his own then. Stomp off to my room.
Okay.
No appreciation for the finer arts. I go, Luzai, are all monks this dull?
We've just jeopardized this whole operation.
What? What are you talking about? At worst, all we have to do is spend some money to get hold of this license, which I don't think we need anyway, but you know. All we have to do is fend them off if they start chasing us in the jungles.
No, there's a contract on Socian's life because he knows the location of the pirate bay.
Exactly. So to protect ourselves, we should let everybody know. That way, they're not going to exactly kill half of Port Naranzaru, are they? Anyway, Fafuk goes off to get a round of pints in.
Okay.
I buy you a pint.
Okay, go and get last drinks and last orders in. What's somebody else doing?
Cringing.
Sorry?
I'm cringing.
Cringing.
Yeah.
How about tackling?
Still clearing up. If anybody's wanted to play games.
Okay. Right then. Well, I guess if nobody's doing anything else, then that will be that for that day, for Moon Day. Let's
I think we should set up a watch.
Can't all be in the same room though, can we?
No.
Could do an alarm spell. Can you have more than one alarm spell going?
I doubt that. Let me check. It doesn't say you can't. What do you say, Phil?
No, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to do that. Doesn't say, like I say, it doesn't say you can't have multiple versions.
Yeah, so we could do one in each room.
I have only 4 level 1 spell slots.
No,
So
but
I
you
can-
can cast as a ritual.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. So I can cast it multiple times. Yeah.
That's surprisingly useful, actually.
Yeah, I'm surprised you can actually do that. Um,
Yeah, because there's no concentration on it. It's just a flat duration. So
Okay.
yeah, cool. So Cade can alarm both of our rooms in case
Yep.
anyone that's not one of us enters it.
Can of alarm spell.
Could make the alarm audible for both of us.
Yes,
Whoa.
it will be audible, not mental. And I will cast it on both rooms, and actually I do it on the doors as well. So I'm gonna cast it 4 times.
Yeah, so from what I can tell, what I can see, there is no limit. It's just a case of having the time to do it.
It's like 22 minutes.
No, if I cast it 4 times, it's 44 minutes.
So yeah, we're setting things up, deciding on conditions. Probably say about an hour.
Yeah, sure. I think I can spare an hour before going, but anyway, I don't participate in standing guard anyway. So
So how are you going to set it up then?
we're gonna set up. We have 2 rooms, don't we?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna set up around the 2 rooms, covering.
Oh, sorry,
And
I said yes very quickly, but technically,
3.
yeah, we have 3 rooms. Yeah.
I'm in my own room, aren't I?
okay, then Phil, can you describe this floor, please? How many other rooms are? Any staircase? How long the corridor? So I can make a plan, please.
There's probably about 10 rooms on this floor. 2 of them are sort of suites that have got like 2 rooms in, like a bedroom and a sort of a sitting area. All the other rooms are like a single room, probably about. Small rooms are going to be 10 foot square at most.
Okay.
The larger one probably twice. The larger ones maybe about twice that. And there'll be a corridor that runs the full length of that, so say about a corridor about 50 60 feet long, with stairs at one end leading down to the ground floor.
Okay, I have a few further questions, please. Is all the rooms, are they occupied?
All the rooms occupied. Let's see. I'll give oops. About half of them.
Okay. All rooms, are they next to each other?
Are your rooms next to each other? Can be if you like.
Okay. And our rooms, are they small ones or big ones?
Well, I believe you and Fafuka are in one of the suites, aren't you?
Yeah.
So my suggestion is we move everyone into that big room where me and Fufuka are. And I set up alarm on the room plus on the door to simplify things. What do you say, guys?
So you can choose a door, a window, or an area that's no larger than a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to do one on the room and one on entry points. I mean, there's a door. How many windows are there?
One window.
Okay, so it's 3. If I cast it 3 times, that would cover everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, do you agree to move into one room, guys?
Everybody in one room.
Yeah, in that big room, yes.
If we can fit in.
Yeah.
Should be able. I sleep on the floor. Whatever, it's fine. You can have the bed. I'm small anyway.
I mean, another thought, would Learmon's tiny hut fit in the room if we shifted the furniture out of the way?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Almost tiny hut.
What's a 10-foot radius? So that's
10 foot
20 foot across.
radius. No, because you won't be. There won't be enough room to. You won't be able to move the furniture around. Not
Well, we
unless
could
you.
move furniture into the.
Not unless you like started doing stuff like moving the bed, moving everything out of one room into the other room.
I mean, we could do that. I mean, it depends how paranoid you guys want to be. We could do Learmon's tiny hut in the middle of the room. I mean, nobody's getting in through that then.
That's a little bit extreme.
Oh, yeah.
So-
but
So what do you want to do, guys? You know, I'm happy to do either way, whatever you like.
I have no strong feelings.
Yeah, I can do it all in the same room.
Okay, so you are happy to move into one room. Okay, do you want just the alarm spell or the tiny hut spell?
Just do the alarm spell.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, Phil. I cast alarm 3 times, once on the room, once on the window, once on the door,
Hmm.
and we sleep in that big room of me and Fufuk, you know.
Okay.
We occupied earlier. I sleep on the floor, they can have the bed.
Well, you can easily bring bed in through from the other room, so you've all got something comfortable to sleep on.
Okay.
Right. Um. Is anything? Anybody want to do anything else?
no, I think done enough damage. I mean, had enough fun for the night.
Luhai or ball tackling?
No, nothing.
Nothing to add?
No, not at all. No.
Right. Okay. Oops. Okay. Right. Well. Despite all your precautions, the night passes without event. And you wake the next morning to
Tied up naked.
rain pattering against the window.
So what are we doing today, guys?
Well, Fufuk's been struggling in his armor. I mean, I'm the only one in medium armor, and it is medium, right? Full that causes disadvantage.
Yeah,
I was
medium or heavy
wondering.
armor.
I was
Well, any
wondering if
armor, I think actually.
any armor.
I think so. I'll double check, but yeah, possibly. Because I think it's just. But anyway, go on, carry on. I'll look up. I'll check on that while you.
Oh, jeez. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but probably going to end up on disadvantage for like ability checks pretty rapidly. You know, so my thoughts are there's no way to get around the sort of the overheating, the dehydration.
Medium and heavy armor, or even heavy clothing.
Right. So, I mean, we bought local clothing, so we should be all right from that side. But
Yeah.
my thought, what Fufu's thoughts were, maybe you could get a loan set from Akina. So maybe like leave his breastplate and swap it out with something magical that doesn't give him disadvantage to, you know, his movement and stuff. On the proviso, obviously, he like swaps it back when he comes back, and if he dies, then she's loath to sort of let it go. But I also
Yeah.
appreciate going into the jungle wearing it. I'll probably end up like permanently disadvantaged on ability checks. You know, it's probably bad news for me. What do you guys think? I
I
mean, is it
wouldn't.
worth taking the risk? Having a
I wouldn't.
conversation?
I wouldn't let it go. You know, I would keep it. Even if you're not wearing it, I would keep it. Because you can't replace it. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, do you think Wakanda would keep it safe? You know, until we got back?
No
The
idea.
Kanga might.
Because I mean, Wakanga basically creates the magical armor, doesn't he, for Kina? So
Well, he puts the enchantments on them, I think.
yeah,
He doesn't create it. She hands him the armor. He puts the enchantments on them and sends them back.
right. So I mean, so maybe ask Wakanga if he could take care of the armor and then I buy a set because I've got the cash at the moment to buy a set of Akina, something appropriate for the jungle. I mean, none of the rest of you guys are interested in armor, are you?
No.
No.
You are the only one.
I'm basically the tin can walking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
That's correct. Yes. So you know, like a heat metal spell is really useless against us.
Wow. You. Takes me a minute to get out of this, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, against most of us. That's what I mean.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys happy to trot along while we go
Yes.
chat to Wakanga and Akina, see if we can do some shopping? Because Wakanga was going to put together that list of stuff that he may have available for us.
Yeah.
I'm definitely coming.
Yeah, so I think maybe, Wakanga, Akina, and
We're
then
better off.
anything else.
We're better off traveling as a group anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I suppose, Phil, after breakfast, I suppose Wakanda, Akina, and then check to see if we sold the boat. If someone's interested in the boat, and then back under cover in the Thundering Lizard, unless we've got something else to do.
Okay.
I'm going to keep an eye out when we're about, Phil, as well, just to see if there's anyone else waiting to surprise us or following us.
Or falling debris.
Yeah.
Push it in Paris.
Finally remembered the scene that was bugging me from last time. It was Hot Fuzz, where the church thing falls on the guy and like spears him from the head down.
Yeah.
It's
It was
really odd.
it was an accident.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, where do you say? So after you've breakfasted, so you need to pay for your breakfast if you've not gone all in.
Yeah.
How much is that?
Good question. I can't remember. I did post a price list.
Yeah, the individual brekkie was cheaper than all in, if I remember right. I think all in was like
a gold, I think, in total, wasn't it? 5 silver.
Yeah,
5
gold.
silver and then 5 silver for the extra for the all in. I believe a breakfast is about a silver.
Yeah.
So yeah, a silver for like a standard breakfast. So let's see, some about half an hour. Right. Okay. So So where are you heading first after you've breakfasted? Broke fast.
Wakanda.
Wakanga's. Okay, so it's still early morning. It's before 8 a.m. and you head off through the already busy streets of Port Yanzaru and head towards Wakanga's villa up on Temple Hill. I think it's Temple Hill. Right. So you arrive there without any incident. Did anybody say somebody said they were checking?
Me.
Okay, you can
Think
make
you're all
a
out.
check if you
No, it's a lot of
Okay.
rubbish.
Through checking for people following.
Yeah,
them two.
more
Oh, yeah.
people about.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you arrive there without incident, with no sign of any apparent tails.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll twice. It's the first roll only.
Yeah. And you arrive at the gate to Wakanga's villa.
I guess there's some kind of bell there, isn't it? So
Some
I
kind of
try
what?
to-
Sorry.
There's
There's-
guards outside the
Yeah,
door.
there's guards
Guard
outside
on
the
the-
gates. Yeah.
So we like to speak to the prince, please.
Okay, so right. Let's see. Do these familiar? Okay, right. The guards, ones that you've seen before, they recognise you, and one of them disappears inside to inform Wakanga that you're requesting an audience. Is anybody doing anything while you're waiting, or are you just going to wait?
Are these Chiltons or non-Chilton guards?
I believe these are non-Chiltons.
I think
I
most of Wakangas are non-Chilton.
Yeah.
Ask the guard where he's from. You don't look Chilton.
He says he's from Onwall.
Oh wow, we've been through Onwall, haven't we?
Yeah.
Wasn't that where we fought the Ogre Mage? Or am I totally misremembering things?
I'm not sure.
Do you have a map of the...
I can give you a map of Greyhawk in the.
Basically just chit-chat,
That's
you know.
terrible.
Not sort of want to make a thing out of it, just sort of pass the time, you know, how long's it been since he was, you know, back in Onwall, and, you know, how did he end up in Chult, you know, it's ass into nowhere kind of thing, ha ha ha. You know, that kind of stuff.
Okay, right. Well, he's happy to shoot to like engage in small talk, although he's not very forthcoming with anything regards before his arrival here.
Okay, it's one of these.
And it's not too
Right.
long before the other guard returns and they get allowed admittance to Wakanga's villa. Servant
Awesome.
again is there to greet you on the other side of the gate and leads you through to one of the gardens where Wakanga is waiting to speak to you.
Yeah, I sort of say, you know,
This is
morning.
an early morning call.
Yes. Do apologise for that. We just
Yeah,
want to.
An incident last night
Sorry?
where I said to him, we had an incident last night.
All right.
I don't know if you've heard from the guards, but someone tried to harm us, and it turns out we were told it was a pure blood Yanti.
I'd heard rumour that a Yanti had been spotted in Yanzaru, which is worrying to say the least. We thought they'd been driven out of
Yeah.
Chult.
That's what we were told. One tried to harm us last night by dropping some masonry on us from one of the walls We chased them, but they managed to kill themselves before we could subdue them.
I trust no one was hurt.
No, other than the Yanti killed themselves.
And Luzai's pride after he managed to fall off a building twice.
Well, like I said to you yesterday, I think it's better that you stick together when possible.
Yeah, well, that's advice to
Seems
take.
you're drawing the attention of various people for some
Yeah,
reason.
too many different factions, it seems.
Things are accelerating.
Indeed. So, what is it I can do for you this morning?
Well, I was hoping for a favor, really. One, the first one you mentioned, you may have some things for sale, and obviously we're interested in, how, what's available and how it could help us. But also personal favor. I'm finding this armor, gunk, gunk, quite difficult to manage in the heat and humidity. So I was wondering if you could keep it safe for me until I can come back to retrieve it.
Yes, of course I can do that for you. I'd be more than happy to safeguard it for you.
Oh, thank you. I plan on asking Akina what she has available, swap out with something sort of more comfortable.
Just a moment.
So anyway, that was the basic plan. The only other thing I was going to ask was, we know Akina's situation and Solchan's, and obviously we're a bit of a target, but would it not make sense if, at least on the map for Wakanda, we indicated where the pirates' hideout was? That way, if anything did happen to us, at least somebody other than just us knows where they are.
Out of character, we've already asked him this, and he said no. But he said no twice now.
Did he?
Yeah.
I can remember that. I'll ask again. Sorry, Phil, can't hear you. No, you're muted, Phil. Can't hear you. Can see you talking.
Oh, sorry. There we go. He didn't want to complicate the situation with Akina.
No, appreciate it. I didn't want him to complicate anything. It was just more,
Or put himself at risk as far as that goes.
Okay, right, that makes more sense. Okay, well, tried. I doff the
He says if he was more aware of who was behind everything, who was behind this, then he might be more inclined to get more directly involved.
Yeah, no, fair enough. It's all right. We're used to being the target of targets, basically.
I would suggest keeping a low profile.
It's kind of hard. I mean, we're not.
It's not that hard.
So hard, so hard. Don't know.
It's not that hard.
So difficult. I have no idea how to stay calm.
It's not that hard. You can stay off the stage.
It's just, I just don't know how I could ever stay undercover. Yeah, I understand. Can only do our best. Anyway, I hand over the arm and ask if he had time to prepare the list of stuff which we may or may not purchase, because obviously Cade may require some time to, transpose any knowledge.
Yeah, I like to speak to him when he has got me. Who dropped out?
hopefully. Oh, we're back.
Yeah, see if he's managed to prepare a list then, Phil.
Okay. Oops, wrong page. And a scroll of course cause fear. And a scroll of command. Although not a scroll of command because you can't. That's not a wizard spell. Let me just check.
It's
I've got
not a wizard spell, but
yeah. Just let me filter these out. So I'm. There we are. Wizard.
With 2 Zs.
Yeah. So that's the wrong list of spells. I do apologise. Let me just say that again. So he has got. He has got a scroll of Longstrider. He has got a scroll of Mage Armor.
Ooh.
how much is that one?
He has got a scroll of Sleep. All is still a flat fee for all the scrolls. So he'll charge 100 gold pieces for a first level scroll and 550 for a second level scroll.
Okay, so keep going, please.
So it's a Longstrider, Mage Armor, a scroll of Sleep. So there's 4, 2 more. A scroll of Identify, and finally a scroll of Silent Image. So Identify, Longstrider, Mage Armor,
I have most of these spells, so they are no use for me. Is he a wizard himself?
he is.
Yes. Yes,
So
he
that
is.
does have a spell book.
He does.
I'm looking.
That is
I'm looking.
he's not prepared to make anything in his personal repertoire available other than what he's offering.
Even if I trade in a level 4 spell scroll for it.
He might be prepared to make an exception in that case.
Okay, I'm looking for a spell called Dark Vision, level 2.
Dark Vision.
And
Right.
I'm willing to give a level 4 spell score for Mage Armor level 1 and Dark Vision level 2.
Right. Where are you? No.
What's the level 4 scroll code?
Secret chest.
Gotcha.
So no, unfortunately, does not have that spell. I can't offer you that spell.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like to buy the Mage Armor spell score, please. I pay the price,
Okay.
whatever he asks.
Let's say
And
100 gold pieces.
it's deducted. Thank you very much.
Can you cast Mage Armor on other people?
Yes, you can.
What were the costs of him magically imbuing a weapon? Did we get that from him last time, or
So he doesn't. He won't take money for that. You have to see a Keener about that because that's her thing.
all right?
So he's not at liberty to discuss that because that would be breaking one of the agreements between the individual princes. So yeah, mage armor. Touch a willing creature who isn't wearing armor, and a protective magical force surrounds it until the spell ends. The target's base arm class becomes 13 plus its dexterity modifier. The spell ends if the target dons armor or if you dismiss the spell as an action.
So I thank him for his, first go.
I mean, Cade, could you cast Mage Armor on me?
Without the armor, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I go without armor, you cast Mage Armor on me. I won't need to buy armor.
So yeah,
I mean,
it's duration of 8 hours.
shall we? Do we want to take the risk?
I think it's a bit of a trade-off between money, which we've got an abundance of at the minute, so you could buy new armor, and then Cade's spell slots.
I have only 4 of them on level 1.
Yeah. Oh, it's not a ritual. I just saw that.
So basically, I cannot equip the whole party.
Yeah.
I can equip only 4 of us.
Okay. No, that's fine. I'll see what Akina's got in
Does he have any magical items that aid in defense that's not armor?
His
Like,
only
but like-
or the only things he has available for sale are potions and spell scrolls at the moment.
Oh, right, okay. I just thought he might have, because obviously Unique Trap deals in weapons and armor. I just thought he might have some other magical items. So I'll mention, obviously, we've got a ring that helps with protection and helps us with stopping being hit, but I just wondered if he had anything else that was similar.
Does what potions does he have? He mentioned potions.
So he has oops. Let's see. All right. Rarity. There we go. So he has. Just realize got this any time. So he has two. Let's see. Two. So he's got 6 potions altogether for sale. Which he can provide you a description of. So, that's why is that going that right? So he has a potion of climbing. Let's not split the list properly. That's garbage, isn't it? He has a potion of fire breath, a potion of resistance, and a potion of healing.
I mean, cure light wounds.
Which one's he got multiple of then if he's got 6?
He's got 2 potions of healing. Sorry.
They're still one short.
Yeah.
Is it?
Must have to do with something else as well.
Let's see.
Climbing, fire breath resistance.
So he's got 2 potions of resistance, 2 potions of healing, a potion of
Cure
climbing,
resistance.
and what was the other one?
Fire breath.
Yeah, fire breath.
What does fire breath do? I'm just having a quick.
How much are the healing potions?
The potion of healing he will sell you for. Let me just have a look at that. He will sell you for 80 gold pieces.
Can we judge them against the healing potions we've had before, like the colour? The
Sorry?
greater ones. Judge them against the normal potions, the healing, and the greater ones we had before. See which type they are.
So it's the lesser one.
Right.
Yeah, usually it's 50.
It's a potion of healing as opposed to a potion of greater healing.
I'll buy them then.
Okay, so they're 80 gold pieces each.
Knocked that off. Import.
Anybody else wanting to buy anything?
How much is the climate potion?
Climbing potion.
Mhm.
The climbing potion is also 80 gold pieces.
What about the other two?
The potion of fire breath, where are we? Is a bit rarer, so it's a bit more expensive, and is 300 gold.
Yeah, I think Fafook's fine for now.
So did we buy the healing potion? Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, Obol did, yeah.
Yeah, I bought both of them.
All both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've still got a couple.
Oh my god, Rob.
I suppose if we haven't got anything else, so we're off to Akini Afar.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you've finished requesting your purchases, he has one of his servants go and retrieve them from storage. And while they're doing that, he again repeats his request that you, before you leave, before you begin, leave Yanzaru to begin your expedition into the jungle, that you come and see him one last time.
Will do.
Will do.
Oh, did we regale him from the divination that we got from Grandfather Zatimbi about the
Okay,
city far to the south?
I don't think we
I don't
did
think
now.
we did.
No.
Oh yeah, while I'm doffing the breastplate, I sort of say, oh yeah, we spoke to Grandfather Zatimbi who gave us a divination. He actually gave back by donation to the church, which is quite unusual for a lawful good institution. They tend to enjoy accruing wealth, but yeah, he sensed a great evil buried beneath a black pyramid covered in vines in the middle of a ruined city far to the south, in a valley surrounded by cliffs, which we surmise is the old capital of Chult, Omu. Does it ring any bells for him?
From the description, no.
Okay. I just sort of say, well, in case the worst happens, at least you know more or less where we may have been, or if the next group of people come along, if we're unsuccessful, that's probably where they need to be going. FYI. Right. Well, thank you very much. We'll see you after we get back from Fort Balurian.
Okay. He wishes you luck.
Thank you.
And hopes that your journey there and back goes without incident.
So, thank you.
So do we.
And scoot along to Akini.
Okay. Pause it. Okay, right. So from Mokanga's villa, it's only a relatively short walk across one of the bridges to Akina Afar's villa.
Let's ring the doorbell again.
Okay, so the guards of course on Akini's villa are Chultan, native Chultans. Let's see. Okay, right. The guards are unfamiliar with you and say that unless you've got an appointment, they are not allowed to grant you admittance.
We do have an appointment. I'm bluffing, of course.
Okay, you can make a persuade check.
So we do have, we have urgent matters that we have prearranged to speak with Akini, and she would be eager to see us.
Okay, right. So yeah, one of the guards disappears inside and returns shortly afterwards, saying that Akina is waiting to receive you.
Ah, excellent. Thank you most kindly.
Right. So you're escorted through the villa to the lounge area where you've met with Akina before. As the guard departs, Akina stands up and says, I don't believe we have a pre-arranged appointment at all.
No, we don't. We don't. But it seemed like the right thing to say to get us here.
No matter, you've saved me the trouble of requesting your presence.
Oh, well, always happy to oblige. What did you want to see us about?
I would like to request that that you don't share the information regarding a certain location with anybody.
This is awkward.
Oh, that's interesting.
But I've got a hit song. I've got a ballad written and everything.
Why is that then?
I suspect it might invalidate the agreement that is keeping my son out of the hands of an assassin.
Ah,
Son?
I'll just stand there glaring at Fafuk.
Food feels zero shame. So
At least until we can, I can determine who's behind the situation.
Do you need any helping? trying to
No.
find out who's behind.
No, I'm more than capable of doing this myself, and I prefer to do it in my own way. Plus, I have far more resources available than you could possibly have.
Okay. Oh wait, let's see. Yeah, fine. Fufuk seems strangely willing to agree. New shiny object is focused his mind. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. Obviously, if you have the means, you could reach out to us if you need assistance. If you like, I could cast sending occasionally to speak with you in your mind, and you can tell us how things are going if you like. But more importantly, we were here because I'm struggling to move around in the heavy armor. You may have noticed I was wearing.
It does
Wakanda's
seem
keeping it.
highly inappropriate attire.
Yeah, so Wakanda's offered to keep it safe for me very kindly, but I was hoping you may have some studded leather armor of the magical persuasion that I could wear instead, if you have such an item in your inventory.
The armor I can procure for you. The enchanted armor I don't have access to at this precise moment, but I could perhaps make arrangements to do so.
Would it be, I mean, would it take long to prepare this? And what would it cost?
That would depend on if the materials are readily available, but at the outside a week.
Okay. And the cost for this?
The cost, let's see, it would be. I always forget what this is. Studded leather, you said, yes?
Yeah, it shows us 45 GP in the
So that would be 700 gold.
Okay. I hand over 70 platinum pieces.
Okay. Right, she takes it and she says,
What about enchanting stuff we already have? Because Wakanga said you were the person to see.
I could arrange for that if the item is suitable for enchanting.
No, sure, the spear I've got then. I believe this would be.
Well, I'll have to take your word for it. I'm no expert. If it's capable of holding the enchantment, then it will work. If not, it'll either won't work, it might not work at all, or it might be unstable.
How much would it cost if it can take the enchantment?
500 gold to place an enchantment on it.
Oh, I'll hand over 50 platinum then. So would that also take the same length of time as the armor?
No, that shouldn't take quite as long.
Okay. Well, I'll leave it with it then.
What kind of enchantments can be done?
I can make just a minor enchantment to make weapons or armor more effective.
Nothing else. I mean other items like rings or anything else.
No, that's beyond what but it's beyond what I can procure.
Okay, thank you.
Certainly not to be crafted.
Okay.
If I happen to come into an item such as that happen to come into my possession, that might be a different matter. But that might be out of my remit. That might fall more within Wakanga's sphere of influence. I could, by all means, I could put an enchantment upon the ring, but I don't think it'd serve you serve much purpose.
Well, Fufuk's business is concluded. If you guys have anything else.
I'd just like to ask her if there's anywhere I can learn how to ride a dinosaur. I think it might be a good idea to try learning.
Perhaps you
just-
could inquire. She says perhaps you could inquire at the dinosaur pens. Maybe somebody would be willing to give you lessons
Well, thank you.
out at Chiriki Anchorage.
On the map. Which part of the
It's
city is that
out
in?
it's the south. Oh, well, not the southwest. It's the southeast corner out of the gate by the Red Bazaar.
Right, okay. All right. The anchorage being yeah. Found it. Cool, thank you.
Right, so
So
I mean-
she wants to know if she has your word that that you will not share this information with anybody. She knows that you'd originally intended to or considered selling this information to the Flaming Fist.
I'll be honest, he still has an intention to give them that information if it helps us. But we're not going to see them for at least. How many days is it now? Is it another 3 days?
Or 3. If God's day today, I think I'm racing on 3 day.
She would ask, beseech you that you don't do that. She doesn't know who is behind the assassination contract that's been placed on her son, and until she's able to find that out and hopefully resolve that situation, sharing the knowledge that you have with anybody might might jeopardize that, and she would have to retract any offers of help.
Hmm. I'll have to tell Spear about then. I said I can't give that promise.
Ooh.
so
Right,
mean,
she says, I can't express how disappointed I am. I'm afraid that will conclude our business. She claps her hands, and some guards arrive to escort you from the villa.
oh, just hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Why are we? Why do we want to give the Flaming Fist this information?
It's not that we will or we won't at this moment in time, but I can't give a promise that we won't give that information out if it's not going to. If we intend giving that information out where it's going to help us with what we're doing, then we'll give that information out. But I can't give a promise that I'm not going to give it out.
So you're opposing to promise on general principle that the information may be useful at some point to reveal.
Well, it could be useful in our situation, yeah. So I can't give a promise that I'm not going to tell anyone about it because it's not a promise that I'd be able to uphold.
Well, you could uphold it if it never became an issue. So in other words, if we never had to reveal the information to gain some kind of advantage that we desperately needed, we wouldn't have to reveal it, would we?
But we're not in that situation.
Sorry?
If they'd already taken care of the pirates, then that would be fine. But we're not
Yeah.
in that situation.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is that we're traveling to Fort Belurian to get a license to explore,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't mean we have to reveal where the pirates are. We can simply just pay for the license.
Yeah, we could. But again, I can't give a promise that we're not going to give it because there may be a situation where we might need to give that information to them.
So, would Bikini accept a promise not to reveal the information unless it was absolutely desperately necessary for us to reveal that information, i.e., save our lives, ensure that we can accomplish our mission, which will save the souls of everyone in the world, etc., etc.?
No.
Oh well,
An
in that
immediate
case, screw you.
concern.
See you later.
An immediate concern
Be right.
is her son's safety. And if she
Which I understand that, but you're asking us to do something where I can't give that promise, unfortunately. If I could, I would, but I can't. Someone's already tried to assassinate us. Mentioned that there's an assassination contract out on your son, but we don't know where it's coming from, whether it's the harbour master or someone else or another faction or from the Flaming Fist or whoever.
You can make a persuasion check.
It depends how fast she's going to get this situation resolved, doesn't it?
Yeah. But
Wow.
that's why I said we can hold off until we go to the Fort Belurian, but I can't give a promise that we're not going to give them that information when we see
Right,
them at Fort
she appreciates your honesty at least, but if that's the case, then she chooses to withhold her services until the situation is secure, one way or the other.
Well, we'll know where we are then, at the Thundering Lizard.
I think that concludes the meeting then.
Yeah. So leave it there then.
Okay, so she hands back any monies that have been given to her. Okay, so you're escorted from the villa. What now?
I want to. Oh, I suppose we need to go speak to the.
The harbor master.
Yeah, there's the harbour master and the. I want to go check with the beast master or the stables or wherever that is.
The pens, the dinosaur pen.
I need to pick up a mount or whether one's going to be provided or still not received word, have we?
No.
Seems a bit odd.
Which that we couldn't agree to that promise anyway. It had already been broken.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't want to say that in front of her.
Well, no, which is why I didn't say that in front of her, but Luke's already broken it, so...
We go into the Harbour Master then, check on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Is that where you all headed?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. There's a chance. Okay, right. So you make your way back across and past Golden Throne, over past the Temple of Istus, and down towards the Harbour Master's office. Again, Zindar is not present, though he has left a message for you.
Mm-hmm.
How come he's never present? How come he's never present every time we come down here?
He's busy working the ladies.
That he is happy to arrange a meeting to discuss whatever this it is that you this situation is that you want to discuss with him.
Where is this meeting would be?
He wants to. So the message is he wants you to leave him details of where he can of a time and a place. And he will
No.
endeavour to keep that meeting.
No. We just came down to see if the boat. Any
Well, anyway, that's just the
any
message.
bias for the vote?
So the Hardmaster, or rather the guy, not the Hardmaster, so Zindar isn't there, but the guy on the desk that you've been dealing with, he tells you that he's not had, there's not been a sale, but he has had some.
Head with it.
We all know.
Sorry, who's meeting?
With the Harbour Master, he just offered the meeting.
Yeah, we said that.
We
I
named
think
the
we should
place.
meet him.
Yeah,
think we should
let's meet in the place where we stay.
No, we don't want to.
No,
Why not?
Because can't you remember what the meeting was about?
Sorry, I wasn't here for that part. What was it about?
the
Well,
meeting is
Buying
about.
the information off about the Pirates Cove.
Yeah, exactly. So I assumed Akini kicked us to the curb.
We did.
So if we make money off the Harbour Master, do we really give a shit? Because then we can make money and pay for that exploration license.
We've just been told that we're not to reveal the location of the Pirates Cove.
By who?
Hey,
The prince,
Birdo we've just seen.
the merchant
Sorry.
princess.
Sorry. I missed like 5 minutes. I'm sorry. So we didn't promise to keep the secret. Yes or no?
No, we did.
Right. And so she kicked us out and doesn't want anything to do with us.
No. And anyway, who is she to tell us what to do?
Oh no, wait. The important part is she still going to get me some armor for 70 platinum pieces?
No, she
No.
gave it you back.
She gave me the money back. Right.
She did,
So
yeah.
who gives a shit? Let's make some money off the Harbour Master.
Yes,
Yeah.
but if he gets killed, but because of us revealing the information.
What? Who's he?
Because, I'll be honest, the Harbour Master's my main suspect in the killing of the other two sailors. And,
Hey.
and most likely to be in league with the pirates in the first place.
That is entirely possible. That's absolutely possible. So there are a couple of options. Is we have a meeting, we ask him how much the information's worth, right? He tells us, we decide
This
whether to take the money.
just to
Right.
let you know, this is going on in front of in the Hardmaster's office, in front
Oh,
of
yeah.
the official, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Excuse us for a moment while we have a quick conflab outside. Thank you.
make sure we walk outside.
Okay.
Out of earshot. Okay. Well, obviously, I think we agree we sell the boat. So, but even if he's in cahoots with the pirates, right? We've lost an ally in Akini, which is sad, but shit happens. even if he's in cahoots with the pirates, what's he going to do? Is he going to attack us, at which point we fuck him up? Is he going to try and pay us off for our silence? At which point, fuck, at least we're ahead of Akini. We make some money out of our silence. And if he's in cahoots with the pirates, we can fuck him up later anyway. At least we know what we're dealing with. If he's not in cahoots with the pirates, then somebody useful may actually be interested in knowing where the pirates are, because no other fucker seems to be interested, which is fucking bizarre, but never mind. And even if we give him the information, we can then, depending how much he's willing to pay for it, that covers our cost for the exploration license. Or we sell the information again, sell it twice.
Well, we're not giving the information out yet because of Soshin. If we give the information out, he dies.
Well, no, but we refuse to promise not to reveal the information either way, so Akini's cut us loose.
For now,
So-
but if she resolves the situation, it won't come to that.
So we are not promising not to reveal the information, which we may or may not do depending on some random circumstance. She's got nothing to do with us anyway. She's going to deal with it. But we feel obligated not to reveal it just in case Solshin gets injured. Is that what's happening?
Or killed.
Killed, not injured.
Okay.
Assassinations aren't to cause injuries, they're to kill.
Yeah, so have I summarized the situation more or less?
Not really. I think if we do get Soshin killed, which we will be responsible, I think we'll lose Akini's allies' trust in us as well.
Like Wakanga.
Yeah, you see my level of concern. Sorry, I thought it was the dog trying to get in.
Well, the level of concern ought to concern Wakanga because he's got your armor.
Yeah, but I'm more trying to understand it from the aspect of we're not the people who have taken a hit out on Solshin. And it seems strange to me that Solshin is the one person that this information hinges on. So if a bunch of people know this information, Solshin's, why
And
bother
die.
with him as a target? No, why bother with him as a target? Because everybody knows it now.
The information that's not being told is keeping Soshin alive.
Luckily, your song wasn't precise enough to give the exact location, but you still gave out a vague location, which could still go back to whoever paid for the hit in the first place.
Yeah, you see, Fafuk doesn't get this. This is Akini's problem now, not our problem.
You did say that she was going to try to resolve it as well, and she said
Yeah, good luck.
she said she had more resources than us.
Crack on. Good luck. She didn't need us, didn't want us help. What she wanted was us to commit that we would never reveal the information. We're unwilling to do that. We are kicked to she doesn't want anything to do with us.
So we leave
Ergo-
the meeting until after we've been to the Flaming Fist. Because once we've spoken to them, see what we do with the information from that point. Then if we need to speak to the Harbour Master afterwards, we can speak to the Harbour Master.
So we're going to travel it. We're going to travel to the Flaming Fist.
Get a license.
Which we need to do anyway to get the
To
license.
discuss. Yeah. But Madeline Lynch, it was don't talk to anybody until you talk to her boss. Is that correct? Yes.
No, she said don't tell the Harbour Master.
Right. Don't tell the
And
Harbour
we
Master.
haven't given her a decision either yet.
Right. So. Okay. Yep. No, I can agree to that. We go to Fort Balurian, see what happens, and then decide whether we talk to the Harbour Master or not. Cool.
Don't touch that Harbour Master with a 10-foot pole.
Probably no one's seen him because he's a full-blooded Yanti.
Was a full-blooded Yanti.
Okay, so what are you doing now then? So you stood outside the Hard Master's office.
How do we sell a boat?
You'll have to ask the official in the Hard Master's office.
Awesome.
I've already told him we agreed to it.
Yeah, but how do we sell it? You know, do we have to meet the person? Does the clerk deal with the sale as a third party? Do we have to show the papers of ownership? We fucking nicked it.
The actors are
Broker.
what's the word?
Broker.
Can't think of it.
Intermediary.
Yeah, there's another word for it.
A broker.
Third party. You'll not find out because you're all stood outside anyway. So
The word's broker, isn't it?
Oh, somebody who holds onto it, a third party that holds onto it, then and gives it over. Broker gets paid for it, doesn't he?
Second-hand book
take that
salesman.
Yeah.
One careful pirate owner.
Not very careful pirate owner. Lost it, didn't he?
Yeah, head back inside. How do we go about selling the boat?
okay, so he can either pass you on the details of the prospective buyer, or he can act as an intermediary and do the exchange on your behalf.
It's escrow, isn't it?
Funds
Escrow.
are held. Funds
No,
are held
escrow.
in
No,
escrow.
escrow's when money's held in a separate account that no one can touch until terms have been agreed. I don't know, but is escrow the thing that happens now? Because I assume someone has to give somebody money.
But anyway, so it's a case of whether you want to deal with it yourself and he'll give you the details, or if you want him to act on your behalf.
Well, yes, that will be an escrow, won't it?
No,
He's acting on our behalf.
No, escrow is a very specific financial term. It's not got to do with actual buying and selling. It's got to do with what happens to the money until the terms have been completed.
Right, he sighs and says, "Look, do you want the detail? Do you want to deal with it yourself, or do you want me to deal with it? That's all I'm asking."
You're charging.
Let him deal with it.
Yeah, he knows better than us.
You're charging.
I'm charging either way.
How much do you charge in either way?
If you want me to deal with it, I take the harbour. The harbour office takes 5%.
Okay,
If you want the
and how-
details, you take the harbour office takes 2%.
Okay, I think let them deal with it. 20 gold pieces were the
Yeah.
hassle.
Let them deal.
Agreed. Yeah.
I
Okay.
hand over 20 gold to him.
No, he says he'll take
No,
that
no.
from the money when he's
Oh,
paid
from
for
the money. Okay. Sorry, I thought you have to pay.
Yeah, that's
before.
his incentive to make sure the money lands so that he can take his chunk of it.
Otherwise,
So-
he'll just have your money. Yeah, well, you know.
Kate trust people, you know.
Stop
Usually
trusting
I-
people.
Don't.
Trusting people.
You're the least
Usually
trustworthy
I
person.
don't trust people, but in this
Well,
case,
say you
I
don't trust
was-
people.
Last time you handed this guy a gold piece, it disappeared, and then he accused you of bribery and kept it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was gonna give him a second chance so he can conduct himself, you know, in a nice way. 2 gold, 20 gold. For 20 gold, he's gonna be nice. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so he'll make the arrangements, and you can either come back in a day or two, by which time you should have the transaction should have been sealed, or he can send word to you if you prefer.
I'll have him send word to us, Thundering Lizard.
Yeah, he already So yeah, he can do that.
Yeah, the guy who works for the harbour master knows exactly where we live because we've told him twice.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
So he just wants you to sign some paperwork to make it official.
get Ked to read the details since he's intelligent.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Okay, you can make an intelligence check.
Mm,
Oh,
intelligence. So is it a saving throw kind of
no,
thing?
just a check, an ability check. Saving throw versus paperwork.
That would make a lot of sense.
Oh yeah.
Points of sanity.
Okay, right, yeah,
Yeah.
it all looks above board. So you're going to sign it?
Yep.
Okay, right. He takes paperwork and stashes it away and says he'll be in touch. Like I says, he
Cool.
doesn't anticipate it taking more than a couple of days.
We'll leave them, Phil.
Yeah, we bid farewell and go.
So, before you leave, he asks if you've got a reply to the message the harbour master left.
Not yet. We'll come back with a date and time.
Yeah, we've got a few things to do before we can arrange that.
Well, okay. He just shrugs and says, he says he'll be in touch.
Okay. And then we'll leave.
We're off to go find a dinosaur for Tackling to practice riding.
Oh,
Yay!
keep an eye out still, Phil, for
Okay.
like trackers or
Parrots.
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 Yanti.
Okay. So is that we all heading?
Oh.
You're all heading over to.
Oh. Before we forget, I just asked the harbour master, do you have records of what shipping's been lost due to piracy?
It says yeah. Well, we'd keep a record of that, of course.
Can you tell me if there are any particular ships that are lost more than others, or if there are ships from a certain region that are not lost at all?
He says, well, that's sort of confidential information that's held by the harbour master's office, so wouldn't normally give that information out.
But that's something that you currently track, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And would you, without giving any names, be able to tell us if there was a pattern?
You can make a persuade check, I suppose.
Oh God.
The least charismatic bard ever.
Yeah.
Oh, well
Ooh.
done. Right, it says for a donation or perhaps of some kind, he might find the time to check the records.
I slide a gold piece over the top of the table towards him, surreptitiously.
You can make another persuade check, see if that's enough.
I swear you do this just until I fuck it up, don't you?
He raised his eyebrows.
I slide another one over.
Right, he takes both gold pieces. Says, well, I'm sure it being the port's interest to check up on that situation.
Excellent. Shall I swing past later and we could catch up?
Says, if you prepared to wait a few moments.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Right, he goes over to a bookshelf behind the desk and pulls some various logs off the shelf and starts going through them.
Oh, wow. Okay. Didn't expect a quick response, but this is nice. Is this a busy office, or is it just like him in there?
It's just there's him and there's a couple of there's like a back room. You can see like a couple of clerks working on doing various whatever it is that they do.
Clarky things. Okay.
Admin stuff.
Yeah. A boring shit that makes the admin world go round.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So while you're all waiting, I suppose you can actually make a perception check, I guess.
Everybody.
Everybody.
There's a gang of people outside with weapons.
Yeah,
Hey?
you just notice somebody like inserting a shiv into your ribs. Oh wow. Okay, so everybody, bar Cade, probably because he's so short,
Ooh, Tackman rolled
notice.
a 20.
Yeah, what a waste. Roll a DC 10. Notices there's a notice board in here as well, which has the usual things on. It's got the thing, that you've seen before on other notice boards mentioning the dinosaur races and various sanction guides and what have you. There's also bounties posted for various pirates as well here.
Oh, okay. Very interested now.
Is the 3
They've got a
pirate
natural
captains
20.
on there. Like Lascalar and the other 2 on there.
And the boats, the Sprite, Sprigget,
Captains are
Sturge, and the Dragon Fang, and the other one.
There's Lascalar and Zaroon. And then there was another one. Who was the third one? Elok.
Elok, yeah.
See if they're on there, Phil.
So there is a so there is a bounty on the ships, on 3 ships: the Dragonfang, the Emerald Eye, and the Sturge. Authorized bounty has been authorized by the merchant princes. A bounty of 2,000 gold for the capture of each pirate ship brought into port, and a bonus
It's
of
a
5
ship.
per ship
Yeah.
that is captured and brought into port, with a bonus of 500 gold pieces for the capture of each pirate captain.
Holy shit, how would you do that? Fuck me.
How much was the bonus again? Sorry for the captain.
500
100.
for each captain.
Holy shit, how would you even do that?
That's why it's so high. And it is signed Zinda, the Harbour Master.
Okay. Well, interesting, but it doesn't prove anything. If he isn't Coots of them, he could simply be.
It's just been told to sign it, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, not, no. It's more subtle than that. People could come with him to information, but he doesn't have to act on it, because until somebody else brings his ships in, he's like, yeah, whatever. It's not like he's going out there to catch them himself, is he?
Yeah, it's been ordered by the merchant princes anyway, hasn't it?
Still, they got the ships right and the captains right.
There's no mention of captain names, there's just the ship names, and it just says the captain of the ship.
Oh, okay. Is the clock done yet in the
Well, not yet, no. There's quite a bit of quite a few logbooks to go through.
Is there a inkwell and a feather pen or something lying around unnoticed?
Not on this side
Will.
of the desk, no.
Can I reach one if I stretch across?
Can you reach one to stretch? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I borrow the quill and I quickly pencil in the captain names on the wanted poster.
I'll slap his hand away before he does that, Phil.
Okay.
A scuffle breaks out in the harbour. Get up!
The harbour master official looks up and looks over. And
Freeze.
says, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. He was just inspecting this quill. I'll put it back.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Picks
it'd
it
be so
up
cool.
and picks it up and placed it out of reach.
Come on, it would have been brilliant. They wouldn't have noticed for like a day, and then it would have been like, what the fuck, right? That's there.
Okay, so about 5 minutes later, he comes over and slides a small piece of parchment across the countertop towards you all.
Okay.
Have a look at it and Phil.
Okay,
Well, pick it
right.
up and walk outside first
Okay,
and thank him.
right.
And look at it when we're outside.
Okay, right. There's been there's recorded a number of ships that have come under attack, either being raided, sunk, or otherwise attacked by pirates in the area. The main culprits, although there's other ships mentioned, the main culprits seem to be the three that bounties have been placed on.
Mm-hmm.
And there is only a small proportion of the noticeably small proportion of the ships belong to originate from Greyhawk.
Okay.
Like there's one or two that have come under attack. None of which have been linked to the three pirate ships of which the bounties are placed on.
Well, there we are then. I'd say that was, wouldn't say proof, but it's very telling. So that, for me, links the Flaming Fist and the or Greyhawk as a entity, of which the Flaming Fist is their mercenaries on the continent.
So the Flaming Fist are the mercenary, a band of mercenaries that's
Employed by the merchants.
by
from Great.
the Guild of Merchants, not representative of the city itself.
No, but you said that they were mercenaries that were set up by the Merchant Guild of Greyhawk.
Yes.
Okay, so the mercenaries from the Merchant Guild of Greyhawk are don't want us to reveal this information of where the pirates are anchored, and the pirates that we encountered do not appear to raid any Greyhawk ships.
The Flaming Fist will want us to tell them where the pirates are located.
No, I thought Madeline Lynch said, do not reveal the information. Wasn't that what you just said? I can't remember the original conversation, sorry.
She wants us to tell the Flaming Fist where they're located.
I thought she did not want us to tell anyone.
She said
She wants us not to tell the harbour master.
Right, the harbour master who's got a wanted poster for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we should go ride some dinosaurs. I mean, unless there's more stuff to do here.
No.
How many days left for this dino riding event?
So it's on Friday, and it is currently God's Day, so 2 days, or rather 3 days.
We'll make his way down to these dinosaur pens then, Phil. Like I
Okay.
said, keep an eye out for
Okay.
anything that's out of the ordinary or stalkers, followers, potential assassins.
Hmm.
Very well. Okay. Right, you can make a perception roll then. Right, so you make your way east across the city towards the Red Bazaar and out through the Tiriki anchorage gates. Let's see. Where are we? So, Tiriki anchorage is quite a far cry from the inside of the city. Its buildings are clustered close together, lots of narrow alleyways running in between them. Some areas, particularly near the docks, are almost like slums.
Is it the one to the south?
Southeast, yeah, Tiriki anchorage. Where are we? And it's the bill. It's made up of like doss houses and cheap lodging, dockside pubs. And to one side, at the far side of the anchorage, are several large enclosures, which you hear before you see, are full of various dinosaurs.
Any building that looks like, like the main farmhouse, or the owner of these
The
paddocks?
There's a there appears to be like a main building that's responsible for these pens. Yeah.
Yep. Can I approach the building, please? We approach the building.
Yeah. Okay. Right. It's a public building. So that monitors and oversees the stabling of the city's beasts of burden, in particular the dinosaurs and also privately owned mounts.
I will see if there's anybody around I can speak to and explain the situation.
Yeah, there's a guy on desk, a Chilton Chilton local on if seems to be some kind of official.
We lost a lead.
I'll approach him, explain the situation, broke a guy's arm. I'm forced to ride a dinosaur. Never rode a dinosaur. Wonder if anybody would let me have a go.
Oh yeah, like he's like a sort of wide grin spreads across his face. Ah, I heard about you.
Yeah, very unfortunate accident. Is there anybody who could, tutor me or show me the ropes, as it were? And also, do you know anything about the guy who I'm supposed to be riding for? Because I've still not heard from him.
Ator Azuli. Yeah, we know him. He's one of the big race owners.
Right, okay.
He was here a few days ago, kicking up a stink about losing one of his best riders.
I was about to gain a new one.
Yeah, he said he'd got some out of town dwarf to take his place.
What's something like that for?
That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
So that's what you are.
It's the way he said dwarf. Didn't sit right. Um,
I'm sniggering in the background.
I'll. So yeah, is there anybody I can speak to about maybe having a go on one of these dinosaurs, please?
So you can
And
make
do you have
you can make a persuasion check.
and do you have the details of the guy, or you know where I could find him?
So, yeah, I can provide. Yeah, he's happy to provide you with the owner's details, but he can't let you you just
One a dinosaur.
go ride the dinosaur willy nilly just like that.
Can I pay for tutorage? Is there anybody I can speak to about, you know?
It says you might be able to find somebody like that. I would suggest contacting your sponsor.
Okay, cool. Can I get his information, please? Then where is he
Yeah,
located?
he goes away and comes back with his details on a piece of
What is-
paper.
What was his name? Sorry, Atul.
Atul Zuli.
Atul.
It's not a merchant prince, is he?
He's not, no. So his home is located in the near the Eastern Market Ward.
And is there an easy way to find him? You know, has he got any
Is he
noticeable features?
says, yeah, that's his address.
Located in Eastern Market Ward.
No,
Okay.
that's the area his house is in.
Right, okay. Let's I'll thank you for his time and ask the guys if they mind accompanying me to Eastern Market Ward.
Yeah.
We'll tell him we'll be back soon, hopefully, to ride one of his dinos.
Okay.
Fuchs kind of half hoping that Tackler loses his rag and beats one to death.
What, the man or the dinosaur?
Yeah, take your pick.
Easily find his house.
Is there anybody? Is it like guarded or is there a bell or something?
No, there's a door.
I will approach the door, give it a knock.
Okay. Right. So let's see. Okay, right. The door is answered by what you assume to be a servant of some kind. And when you explain what you're doing there, he asks you, he ushers you inside to sort of a waiting area just inside the hallway, and he goes to inform his master of your arrival. About 5 minutes later, your familiar face comes walking down the hallway. I had plans to contact you this evening.
Well, we had some free time, so we thought we'd try and get the jump on me riding this dinosaur for you. And actually learn how to ride a dinosaur.
Yes, that would be helpful. If you've the time, then perhaps I can introduce you to your partner.
Fantastic, yeah. I think we've got time.
Okay.
Race partner. Race partner.
Surely it's could be a dinosaur.
I mean, this is the first time the rest of us are meeting him, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's the first time I'm meeting him, I think, isn't it? I've not met him before.
you have, yeah.
Oh, we're
You
in the
broke.
pub?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I didn't know we were in the correct way. Okay.
Okay. Right. So he gets he informs his servant that he's going to be out for a while, and he escorts you out and you head back in the direction of the anchorage towards the dinosaur pens.
I'll wave at the Chilton on the desk. Give him a thumbs up.
He nods. He nods at you. Nods like a greeting, and with a big grin on his face. Right. Okay. So, he also the guy on the desk greets Atur as well, and he leads you through to a large one of the large pens, which is split into individual sort of stabling areas, and takes you through to meet your mount, which is where is he?
Is there like a viewing area, or are we actually walking along with?
So no, you can't exactly see through. It's got quite high. You can see some of the dinosaurs over there because they're taller than the like palisade walls that's built around them, but there's no windows or anything like that.
Okay. He yells, "Feeding time!" and shoves the dwarf in.
Okay, so it goes off to you reach one of the pens and he removes the padlock from it and opens it a couple of feet so you can all and ushers you all inside.
He come in with. It's not like he's shooting us into be eaten by a dinosaur, is it?
No,
It's not like
no.
free food.
I turn to Fufuk and ask, do you wanna bet against me? You gonna fall off or not?
Tackling gonna fall off. Oh, definitely gonna fall off.
Okay,
What
but
odds are you gonna give me?
how long he gonna be in the saddle?
I think less than a minute the first time.
I think it's less than half a minute. I put you 1 platinum on it.
Yeah, I shake.
Okay.
Plants, bloody hell.
Thanks, guys.
I cast guidance on the dinosaur. Sorry, carry on.
Okay, right. So he introduces you. He says, "This is banana candy."
Sorry.
Mhm.
I like
Interesting
the
name.
I like the name.
Oh, can we see that?
No.
Is there a picture?
There is.
No,
It'll pop up eventually, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Four
there it
legged.
is. Nice.
Oh my god, it looks slow as fuck.
It looks like it stands on its back legs.
Is it 4-legged?
He says,
Looks
"Well,
like-
that's the beauty of banana candy. Is essentially a two-legged beast, but he also runs on 4."
So we're going to be a raptor.
You have to get
Is it a
Cade
boy
on
or a
that.
girl?
It's a boy. He's a boy.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. He's one of my best mounts. And you took out one of my best riders.
Yeah, I made to make up for that.
Let's hope so. So he shouts over to on the a nearby guy, like stable hand to get the dinosaur saddled up. Let's see how you do.
Fantastic.
Okay, Cade. Time starts when his bum hits the saddle, okay?
no, when he starts to move, he's just standing there, adjusting, whatever he has to. That doesn't count. No, once he
But what
starts
happens
to
if he
move,
falls off before he even gets that far?
I win.
Yeah, no, but you said the bet starts when he's like seated, both feet in the stirrups. Right.
Okay, no. Then he will get back to the saddle. So the bet starts from the moment he's moving with the mount. Okay.
Okay. Fair dues. Right.
Can I get
Sorry,
in on this
Tacklam,
bet as
carry
well?
on.
No, can I get on this bet as well? I bet you both as well. Stay around.
You're not allowed to bet. You're the
Okay.
person we're betting
Yeah,
on.
that's inside betting. We don't
Yeah,
do.
not allowed.
Nah.
That's unethical.
That's unethical. Yes.
Okay, so the Banana Candy is saddled up, and a tour leads him over to you with it holding her, and then passes you the reins. There you go. Mount up then.
Is your step
I
ladder.
want to cast a spell.
Right, like what's it? Whoa, 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 whoa! What are you doing?
I just want to give him a little stroke, just to calm him down a little bit, just to make sure he knows that we're friends.
Right, if you any attempt to cast any do any magic, and he like stops you.
What do you mean? Even if I'm just touching it?
Depends what you're doing. If it's if you're noticeably casting magic, then
Respond.
so it's verbal, somatic, material components, and concentration. So yes, that's a very noticeable spell.
It's just C, isn't it? On mine. Component.
Verbal,
yes, sorry.
somatic,
Yeah,
material, and concentration. So it says, no, whoa, 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 none of that.
Bullshit. Okay.
I don't see any of that in it. I don't want my all our races are above board. Any illegal interference, and
Sorry.
my reputation is in mud. That's got
I don't want to use that anyway. I pressed enter by accident.
all right, yeah. So that's also, yeah. I don't know what the R is. That's semantic something and concentration.
Ritual.
Ritual. You can cast it as a ritual, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to make a dexterity check to try and mount up? Or rather, sorry, an animal handling check to mount up. Sorry. I don't know why I said dexterity.
Well,
Okay, right. Banana Candy resists your attempts to mount him, and he pulls away suddenly, and with you ending up on your back on the floor.
I'll look at Cade.
A tour like shakes us and drags you to
So
your feet. You're gonna have to try
I-
better than that.
I look at Fufuk and said the mount has moved. I already won the bet. Thank you.
No, we said he had to be seated.
He was
Yes.
seated for a second.
No, he wasn't. He didn't even get up.
Oh,
Didn't make
sorry.
it.
I couldn't see it from my point of view. You know, I'm short. Sorry.
Okay,
Go on then.
fine. Yeah,
Tatlin can make another animal handling check.
the bard and the wizard are arguing over who's won the bits.
Okay, right. This time you managed to easily pull yourself up onto the saddle. There's,
Yeah,
nice.
So Tour says, right, get a couple of laps around the pen.
Okay, Fufuk and Cade are like 1,001, 1,002.
What do you want to? Is it just like riding a horse? Does you have to kick it and guide it with
So
stirrups?
he hands you a lash. He says, when you want to get some extra speed out of it, you give it a lash.
Good whipping.
Let's get it walking first, shall we?
Okay, so animal handling check just to get it safe. Get the hang of it,
wait.
moving.
Wait, Phil, just
Oh, natural.
poof, look at that.
I think I lost. I hand over the,
Oh no, not yet.
Okay, right.
He's gonna fall off under a
easily
minute.
get him. So you easily get Banana Candy trotting round the pen a few times without incident.
This is where the confidence starts building
Yeah.
and the capability.
Right, Arturo says, right, let's get him into a gallop, get some speed up.
And I yell to, go on, Banana Candy, you can do it. And I inspire Banana Candy against Tatlin. 1d6 to Banana Candy.
So Phil, if you made so many successful rolls, or did you get like an advantage on riding rolls?
No, there's a in the players bit. There's a rundown of how the dinosaur racing works with regards to making checks and stuff. Dinosaur
see.
race rules.
Okay.
Okay, so you try and get him going, but he just keeps plodding along.
It doesn't toss him off.
No,
Oh,
doesn't toss him off. No.
I've inspired him and everything. Is there no like counter rolls or anything?
I shout from the my point of view, whip it! Come on! You need to whip it! Everyone
Beat
knows.
that dinosaur!
Sure. Let's get dinosaur crack.
Okay, so a race can try to get their mount to. So let me just run through the rules and then you know how it works. So so a mount's got 2 speeds. On a successful animal handling check, the rider and the mount can you get the mount to move at its first speed rating. If the check fails, your speed rating does not so it don't really your speed rating doesn't really increase. The running order, blah, 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 blah. A racer can try and get their mount to move at a higher listed speed by furiously whipping it. If so, the animal handling check is made with advantage, but the mount must make a constitution save at DC 10 at the end of the round. If the animal handling check fails by 5 or more, the mount tries to throw the rider, who requires a strength or dexterity check of DC 15. A thrown rider is out the race and risks getting trampled depending on their position in the running order. If the mount fails a constitution save, its speed values are halved for the rest of the race. Every additional time a rider whips their mount, the DC of the animal handling check and constitution save is increased by 1. Every round they do not whip their mount, the DC drops by 1, but does not drop below the starting difficulty class for either check.
I understand.
Okay. There's a little bit more to it, but you don't need to know that until the actual race.
No.
Okay, so you're going to whip it, are you? Whip
Yeah.
it. Go on then. So you got advantage on the check.
The animal handling check.
Yep. Okay, that's successful. Right, you get it. So it goes into a full-on gallop, and you start tearing around the pen.
Is this its top
Fast
speed?
does it move, Phil?
Well, the speeds are kind of abstracted for the race, so it's got a slow speed rating of 40, which I suppose you could like 40 feet around, and a faster one of only slightly faster at 50. So it's not the fastest dinosaur, but it's an easy one to ride.
But is that like dashing?
It
So is that like
kind of like I said, the speed rating's kind of it's abstracted for the race because you basically keep a tally of your speed total.
gotcha?
And then when there's so many, so there's a race is run over a certain number of checkpoints or stages. A race may consist of sub-stages between checkpoints. Checkpoints may feature events or complications. The race is won by the person who finishes the final stage of the race with the highest speed tally. Each rider is expected to keep track of their accumulated speed tally. Each stage, every rider makes an animal handling check, the DC of which is determined by the mount ridden, the type and how well trained it is. Each mount has 2 speed ratings. On a successful animal handling check, the rider adds the mount's first speed rating to the speed tally. If the check fails, they do not increase their speed tally that turn, and they drop back a position in the running order. The running order is abstracted and is just used to determine who is close enough to another rider to perform actions against, and also to break ties at the end of the race. The rider nearest the front beats a tie. A racer can try to get their mount to move at a higher listed speed that found that round by furiously whipping it. If so, the animal handling check is made with advantage, but the mount must make a constitution save. If this check fails by 5 or more, the mount tries to throw the rider. A thrown rider is out the race and risks getting trampled. If the mount fails a constitution check, its speed rate is half for the rest of the race. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Okay, so after you've done a few laps of the pen, I keep getting his stupid name. A tour Seems satisfied with your performance and gets you to bring the banana candy to a halt. Says, "Yep, yeah, I'm sure you'll do fine."
Excellent.
So I hand over, the
No, neither of us won because I bet he was going to fall off as well. I just bet he would hang on a bit longer. So it's a
Okay,
tie.
null. Yeah, it's
I'll-
a tie.
Okay,
take-
do you
I'll
do you
take
wanna
it.
raise the stakes?
Well, let's wait for racing day.
Ah, okay.
So, is there any plans for what he needs me to do racing day?
It says, "Turn up, turn up,
Excellent.
not fall off." Current
Sounds good to
odds,
me.
current odds on banana candy are 3-1.
To
So
win.
don't
It's a
disappoint
favourite.
me.
The favourite in it.
Yeah, he's already said it's one of his best. That was one of his best best mounts, and his best rider. Or it was his best rider that he broke his wrist.
Of dropped Winter.
You what? Sorry.
Odds will have dropped Winter since
Well-
his best riders.
Well, he's trying to keep that secret.
Hmm. So, I mean, on the race day, does tackling come here or where does it meet you?
So so tackling will be expected to come here, and then he'll they'll proceed from there to the start point of the race.
Awesome.
Says you might want to familiarise yourself with the route that's been posted.
Yep, I already have them.
Very good. Says, well, I shall see you here at 6 a.m. on free
So
day.
what's the prize for winning if tackling does you a solid and wins this race?
So the winners depend. It depends on the day. There's different prizes awarded to the actual riders. Bu- bu-
She's going to tell me the winner gets fed to the dinosaurs.
bu-
I mean, who knows what goes on in these weird places, eh?
It's a loser get though.
Well, the Aztecs used to sacrifice the winners of their games. So I'm just like, not that we know what Aztecs are, but still.
um, where's
I
the
bet the
thing
losers have to scoop dino poop.
Can't remember with the dinosaur racing. Betting, racing.
I'll ask to our Azuil while we're just standing there chit-chatting. Has he met any turtles?
Has he met any turtles? Let's see. No, he's never met a turtle.
I don't think she came up here though, did she?
Well, no one's heard of her, but I just figured someone in a position of power. I mean, even the merchant princes were a little nervous about making this guy an enemy. You know, figured he may have a finger on the pulse kind of stuff.
Does he have a problem with me coming and checking on the dinosaur periodically? Just try and build up a rapport.
Yes, he has. He says you're not allowed to. It doesn't allow. You're not allowed in unaccompanied. He doesn't know you. You have to prove yourself before he does get and earn his trust.
Right. Okay.
Tackling trying to sneak one in.
He is, wasn't he? Kafuka proves. Nod, nod, wink, wink. It's like, don't worry, Jacqueline. Got you.
I can't find the bloody prizes now.
It's fine. It's not for a couple of days.
No. It's just annoying, that. So, what are you doing?
Thank you for his time. Tell him we're back on Friday, 6 a.m.
Okay.
Is there anything anybody else wants to ask him while we're here? Any other business?
Oh, good.
And I'm good. Whatever you guys want to do.
I'm thinking about. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to ask him though. You know that token that you've got?
Oh yeah, the betting token.
Yeah.
Ask him about the old city gambling den. Do you know anything about that, Phil?
Sorry?
Do you know anything about the old city gambling den? And this game that I were invited to a couple of days ago?
Oh, yeah, so what you're asking him, showing that token and stuff, are you?
Yeah,
Okay, you
It-
can make a persuasion check then.
it's a good idea, bad idea to go. I mean, I think we've pissed off enough people here as it stands.
Are you
this
doing
week.
that then, or are you not doing that?
Yep. I am.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get on the back.
he looks at you and is just and Clay, he says he don't know anything about it.
Okay, thank you for his
But
time again.
he would suggest that you have no associations with anybody that might bring his racing stable into disrepute.
Okay. Yep, no problem. I can do that for him.
When we're clear of the pens, walking off, so say, hey, Tackling, do you want us to sneak you back into the pens so you can do your animal communing stuff?
I think I'm all right for now.
You sure? You know,
Yeah.
honestly, I think it'd be a bit of a between myself and Cade, we could basically fly you in, probably invisible. You know, drop you in the pen.
That's
You could.
probably freak dinosaur out, wouldn't it?
Hey, it's up to you. You're the
Gotta
you're
talk
the
to
guy who
somebody
likes.
invisible.
You're the guy who likes animals, I don't know. Totally up
Yeah.
to you.
No, it's fine. He said he didn't want us in there, so I'm not going in there.
God, all these people who listen to other people. Don't do this, do that. Don't like
I'll,
flying on the ship. Honestly.
I'll pat Tackling on the shoulder.
That's really annoying. Why can't I find that? So, what you're doing then?
Are we okay to swing past the Red Bazaar? And also I want to pick up, I don't know, Kay, do you have a 100 GP pearl on you for identify spells?
I don't.
I think we should pick at least one up. You know, we could probably share it. I'm happy to buy it.
Sure, I have money. I can buy it. No problem.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I just want to pick it up because without the 100 GP pearl, we can't cast identify.
Yeah.
Just
Good
wanted-
call. Good call.
So I suppose the jewel markets. I mean, it's a bit of a trek, but unless you guys have other plans that you want to be doing,
No,
No.
not at all.
just I want to pick up a few odds and ends. Magnifying glass. I think my last one got nicked. We didn't roll for it full, but I'd say it was probably nicked by the pirates. And also, if I could roll to see if, because I had a piece of unicorn horn that I'd stashed, but I never rolled to see if they found it or not.
Yeah, okay.
Bet that were worth a ton.
I don't know. Never had it valued.
Okay, they've overlooked that.
Oh,
I'll
you
try
lucky.
I'll try
lucky
and sell
person.
it, I suppose. Yeah. I'll ask around, where would you sell something like animal parts, horns from exotic creatures, that kind of stuff?
Sorry, say that again. Sorry.
Where would you sell something like that?
So the Grand Sue is where you'd sell things like that.
Yeah, so asking around Grand Sue. Cheers, gonna go to the Grand Sue, try and flog the unicorn horn, and then use some of the ready to go buy a gold, buy a pearl, and some platinum rings for one of my spells. To build my components back up again.
Okay.
The Turtles said it were worth a lot as well, didn't they?
They did, but they never actually said what it was, so I just kind of forgot about it.
Right. I forgot myself. I did find out once at one point. I have a sneaking suspicion what it is, but I'll have to double check. Oh God, if I could actually type. Right. God, that keeps losing. So what are you doing? So yeah, doing those. Visiting the markets and picking up some things and then trying to sell that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so when you present that at the Grand Sue, one of the traders readily offers you 1,000 gold pieces for it.
Fufuk almost shits himself. Oh, this thing. Fucking hell. I was going to turn it into a fucking pipe. I have no idea what it's worth, but I try and convince him to spend some more.
Okay, can make a. There's not a bargain skill, is there?
No.
No. Persuasion check then, I guess.
I would imagine it all comes under persuasion.
Yeah. No, it won't be swayed.
I shrug and say, well, I'm happy to do business with you. Do you need to know where it came from?
No, not interested.
Awesome. 1,000 GP.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
I assume
Probably-
platinum pieces.
Probably don't exist on Chult anyway, do they?
No, probably not.
I mean, how's he pay for it? Is it like gems or platinum?
He pays for it in gems.
Cool. Like 10 or something easily broken up.
It gives you 2 rubies.
Holy fuck.
Two large
Right.
rubies.
What do you think, guys? Do we keep this as is, or should we break this down to cash so we can split it up?
Each the size of a baby's fist.
I think keep it as it is for now. Just easy to carry, isn't it?
I hand one to Cade to stick into his magic pouch, and I secret the other ruby into a pocket in my underpants.
Okay.
Well,
So how do I describe this item? What shall I write?
One
If it's
large
fist.
ruby,
It's a
500 GP.
Yeah,
Okay.
500 GP ruby.
Cool.
If his fist.
Yeah, a baby's fist. Big as a baby's arm.
Wow. Okay. And there, Fufuk's done. Wants to head back to Thundering Lizard, get some food, drink, and compose some lyrics.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
No.
Okay. No other plans for the rest of the day.
No.
No.
I like to do something.
Okay.
I like to copy the spell into my spell book. Mage armor.
Okay, so you will need to make an Arcana check to copy that in.
I like to use my divination roll of 19 from earlier.
Very good.
Plus my
Okey-doke.
arcana, so it's a 25.
Yep, that's no problem then.
Holy shit.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Anything?
We're splitting up, are we? So
We're doing usual alarm spells and that.
So if you want to
Same up.
deduct another few silver for your meals for the day,
And I like to test something after I copied the spell into the spell book.
what's that?
I like to cast a spell 3 times on 3 volunteers. Anyone volunteering?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to cast on me?
And where are you doing this?
Inside the room
Okay,
before we go to bed.
okay.
So I just want to test if it works, when I'm casting on others. So I'm looking at the 2 monks. Are you happy to, be my guinea pigs?
Yeah, what's the casting that?
For the mage armor.
So I like to cast on the 2 monks and on Fufuk mage armor after one of each other. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Fafuk shrieks dramatically and pretends to die.
I kick you in the side, Get up, you monkey. Don't do this to me. I'm doing serious scientific experience here, and you just, messing around.
Okay.
So-
Well, so yeah, you cast. Oh, have you got it prepared?
Oh no, I don't.
No. I'm just gonna
I,
say.
I can't do it. Sorry, my bad, my bad. We have to wait until tomorrow morning. Sorry. Okay, back to the drawing
Stills
time.
everybody with confidence. That does.
Holy shit.
Okay, so is anybody doing anything the rest of today, or are you just gonna pay up for your meals for the day and continue your paranoia of placing alarm spells in and sleeping all in one room?
It's not paranoia when they are really out to get you.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
true. Is that what's happening?
making noise. Fafuk makes noises about heading downstairs to do an impromptu performance, but he assumes the rest of the party will make fist smashing motions at his face until he sits down again.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's nothing then. Nobody's doing anything.
No.
No, just
Okay.
composing in the room. Ooh, I can write a composition.
Right, so like I say, if you deduct a few more silver each to pay for your meals, if you had got all in. Very good.
Close. Fafuk's
Uh,
strummings in the room are becoming quite good.
Okay, so right, so another night passes without event. The next day is quite cold for Chiltern weather.
It's only 23 degrees.
Yeah. And you wake the next morning and go downstairs and take breakfast for a couple of silver each, or a silver or whatever it was. So, what are your plans?
I like to test this spell thing
Okay.
on the 3 friends, like last night.
Okay. So you're going to use so after everybody's breakfasts, you're going to go and take them upstairs and cast 3 spell slots worth of mage armor.
I'm doing exactly that.
Okay. Everybody
Fafuk's,
sorry.
Fafuk's just polishing his ballads. It's getting good, getting very good. Not quite there yet.
Okay, right. Is so the 3 of you submitting to being spell casting guinea pigs again?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so So the spell works successfully, and you get your armor class is 13 plus your dex modifier.
Well, for monks, that must mean your armor class is now in the 20s now.
Plus mine on 20.
Okay, kid is happy. I put everyone on the. I mean, I can't reach your backs, so maybe the
On
legs.
the
Well-
on the backside, on the
No,
rump.
no. I'm avoiding that. I said on the legs, like no, not the backside.
I
Okay,
mean a
well then,
thigh.
So,
and
so
I'm
is
happy.
this thing is
I'm
this
happy.
thing
Happy with
visible?
myself.
Sorry.
No, it's not.
Well, it doesn't say, because it says touch a willing creature isn't wearing armor. Protective magical force surrounds it till the spell's ends. That's all it says.
Yeah, but it doesn't say it's visible. It's a magical force.
Is it
Yeah, it
what?
doesn't say
Sorry,
it's
what's the question?
invisible. Can you see mage armor?
No.
Okay. Awesome.
I would imagine if you interact with something, they may feel it though, because it might be like
Yeah.
that's
So it's
like
so there's a barrier, yeah, of sorts.
Okay, I'm happy with myself. Investment, good investment. Cool.
But it's kind of on your, almost like a second skin kind of thing.
Yeah. That's cool. Right. For Fuchs, trapped indoors unless we've got something to actually do.
no.
Nope.
For the moment, he's waiting around for the dinosaur race.
And for the boat sale to go ahead. I mean, to conclude.
I mean, we don't want to explore the really dodgy part of town and see if they sell magic items there.
Do you think they sell anything like that there?
No.
I don't think so. I mean, this, princes, I don't think so. They would like the competition. So the chance of that is very slim, in my opinion.
Well, Akini said it happens. She just said, asked us to report to her if we ever came across something like that. But then again, at the moment, it's basically fuck her. So whatever's. Okay. You have to listen to a shit day of Fuchs compositions, I'm afraid.
I'm using my earplugs.
Right, is there anything that anybody's wanted to do today or the next day for that matter?
No, just hang around and wait for the race to start.
Okay.
I would imagine tackling wants to get some practice in there.
Yeah, he said I went to Lalbo, didn't he?
He did. He's relying on your innate talents.
He's set himself up for failure then.
It's probably bet against him.
You guys.
I mean, did they explain like a running order? So it's like you show up, you get led out, and then the race is over in like 30 minutes. Was it something like that?
Yeah,
Probably
something like that. There's
three.
three. Yeah, there's three separate races. So the it's a 4-leg, the 2-leg, and then the Unchained.
It's the Unchained that tackling is going into.
Well,
Yes, it is.
I mean, for Fuchs' plan, with Tacklin's permission, of course, and I'll try and explain to him without the monks sitting nearby, because they'll get all fucking prissy about breaking rules and shit. But the idea is to cast enhanceability on Tacklin, which will give him a advantage on all his checks. For what's the check you have to roll for to
Animal
do
handling.
Animal
Is the
is
main
that
one.
like a wisdom? Is that wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get like advantage on all wisdom checks for an hour.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, so if I can, so I need to cast that at a point where it's close enough that it'll last at least part of the race, so you can get that advantage out of it. Yeah, I have to concentrate on it, so I can't do much else once I do that. So I can't like do guidance or anything, but I can give you a bardic inspiration So if let's say I cast enhanceability on you before you start, and then we pop ourselves at some point on the race, as you're going past, I could be like, "Go on, Declan, fuck 'em up," and like give you bardic inspiration for another 10 minutes. That you can use if you need to.
Yeah.
Don't you wanna check, before you do this? Ask around how the race is going regarding do they check the riders for active spells going on and whatnot?
Almost enhancing drugs.
Yeah, like that. We should ask around before you do this, just in case we don't want the dwarves to be skinned.
How would we do it though, as a party? How would we be able to check if somebody's
Detect magic.
Yeah.
okay?
I'm just asking. I'm just thinking loud. It's worth a try. I think, in my opinion.
No, I like the halflings thinking.
Because I happen to be nearby when you are discussing this.
Or we could test. Phil, we can do a quick test. If I cast like a spell on somebody and then do detect magic, can we see the spells active on that person?
So detect magic tells you if somebody's under the effects of a spell. Yeah. Duration, sense presence of magic. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to fear. You can use your action to see a faint aura around an invisible creature or object that bears magic, and you will learn the School of Magic Fenith.
What you
So
could
what do
do
you
is
think?
on race day, you could check to see if anybody else has got magic exuding from,
Spell
and
can
then base
penetrate
it off
most
that.
barriers.
But it's too late if we are checking that time, and if you are under a spell. We should find out before, just in case this is totally illegal. And they check every rider for it, because you don't want to, end up in trouble if they take this really seriously. Do you?
They do take it seriously.
I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm a wizard.
No, it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. Something Bafuk did not think of at all.
Yeah, cheat by all means. That's not an issue for kid. Just make sure you not get done for it.
Okay, yeah, we make some inquiries, Phil, see if we can find out if there's any sort of testing of some kind for illegal enhancing.
If there's any written rules.
There will be rules about it, and that guy who lent you that dinosaur said something like that, I believe.
Yeah, he said that he didn't want me touching his dinosaur with magic, but he didn't say what about me.
Okay. Sure. Ask around. Let's see what we come up with.
Yeah, so Phil, we do a bit of research about what is and isn't allowed during races.
How it's
Right.
enforced.
So you're not able to find any details, but anybody who is seen to be attempting to influence a race either directly or indirectly will be prosecuted. Which
Headings.
The penalty for that can depend. It depends on the severity of the offence, but ranges from fines to being sentenced to a run, to being sent to the executioner's run.
What's that?
What's that?
The executioner's run is a kind of a form of justice, which is essentially like trial by combat kind of thing, or trial like an assault course. It's located in the old city, and you basically get put in a trench at one end, and you have to make it alive to the other end.
Sounds good.
And what's between you and the other end?
It depends on the nature of the crime that you've been put there for. So it can be dinosaurs, it can be like an assault course, it can be a number of things. It can be people like at the side shooting, firing arrows at you to, or otherwise sort of hinder you.
Sounds cool.
In other
What I
words,
say.
between you and the end is death.
Holy shit.
All I'm
sounds
hearing is I get to
horrendous.
play with more dinosaurs.
Spoken like a true barbarian. Yeah, okay. For up to you, Tacklan. For is absolutely in for cheating if you want it.
We'll see what happens game day.
Yeah, no worries. For makes devious plans. Right, for sorted. Another so-so day of composition, some cheat planning. That's it.
Okay. So does anybody want to do anything before the day of the race?
No.
Put it that
No.
way. Right. Okay. Right. So, so later that afternoon, the did you? I can't remember. Sorry. Did you ask the hard? Were you contacting the hard master, or were they contacting
They
you?
They were
Yes,
contacting us.
Or rather,
yeah,
the
yeah.
hard master's office. Sorry.
He knew
Yes.
where we were.
Right.
They were
That's
Yeah.
what we,
contacting
Okay.
us.
So later that afternoon, a messenger from the hard master's office, one there, which turns out to be one of the other clerks, arrives and hands you a bag of monies.
Sorry, sir, can you
For,
break
for
up?
the ship.
Yes, for the ship, which is a mixture of gold, platinum, and gold and platinum coins and gemstones, which
For
amounts.
380.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. 380 GP mix of stuff. Cool. Divvy it up then.
Okay.
What is 380 divided by?
76
Oh,
for
nice
gold.
one.
But if it's a mixture of gemstones and platinum,
If I could get the gems because they're just lighter, that would be appreciated.
Okay.
how much actual coinage, Phil?
So say about 50% of it is in coins.
Cool.
It's 190 gold's worth.
Okay, so it is. So the next couple of days pass without anything notable happening, other than the sale of your boat. And it comes to Free Day, the morning of Free Day, the day of the fateful race.
Fateful. You're not filling me with inspiration. It's filling
Oh, man.
Oh, look at that.
You guys are really ready to fucking get this over with for Fuchs singings going.
Yeah, somebody threatens to smash the Fuchs loot. Okay, so if you all would like to look over the dinosaur racing rules, which I shall make available to you, show to all, because you will all be taking part in the dinosaur race.
Oh my god.
No,
What?
man. I don't want to do shit like that.
So you will be playing the part of the other racers,
Oh, right.
Okay.
not as yourselves.
Awesome.
Okay.
Can I play a dirty backstabbing bastard who carries a sword?
You're not allowed to attack other racers. That will ban. You will be banned from the disqualified straight away.
Whoa, look at the speed of that young Tyrannosaurus Rex. 50-100.
That's quick.
Yeah.
Fastest one.
It's got a highest difficulty check as well, though.
Can you see this?
Opt out.
Okay, okay, not for me yet. All right, sure. Mine is very slow at the moment, you know. Foundry. You can see I typed in divination rolls 10 times before it appeared.
Okay, so you'll be all in the Unchained race, of which there are, well, there'll be 5 races, five riders, rather. So, tackling will be riding Banana Candy. So I shall let you choose a internal. I shall let you choose one depending on the name. So, who wants to ride Big Honker?
I'll do that.
Oh,
Big
I
Honker.
lost connection on Foundry. That's why I can't see anything.
So you're going to do Big Honker then, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. So Big Honker is a young Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm so fucked.
And who would like to ride Uptow's favourite?
Go on, I'll do that one.
Okay, that is a young Triceratops. And who would like to ride Bone Crusher? No takers for Bone Crusher? Okay. Who would like Grung Stomper?
I think I just dropped out.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah, we've not got many people in Foundry at the minute.
Can you
Hi,
send the
Foundry.
picture again, please, regarding the dinosaurs? Like, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which name we on?
Grung Stomper.
Grung Stomper. Who would like to ride Grung Stomper?
Which one was the second one?
So we've got
Bone
somebody on.
Crusher.
Yeah. So we've got somebody on Big Honker, which is a T-Rex. We've got somebody on Uptow's favourite, which was Obald, I think.
Yeah.
And we've got Grung Stomper now. Does anybody fancy Grung Stomper?
I'll take that.
You take
Oh,
Grung
sure.
Stomper? Okay, that's our young Ankylosaurus. And finally, we've got Jungle Princess.
I think Jungle Princess.
You got Jungle Princess? Okay,
Yeah.
that is a well, it's a raptor.
Cool.
Dimetrodon.
Dionychus?
Deinonychus.
Yeah. So yeah, a picture of
What's it called? Jungle Princess.
yeah, Jungle Princess.
Which one were Grung Stomper, Phil?
Grung Stomper is an Ankylosaurus.
I mean Allosaurus.
Allosaurus.
Ankylosaurus.
That's not on the
Ankylosaurus
list.
is on the list.
Unless it's other.
Yeah, there is other in there.
Yeah.
I have a question regarding this. So if you fall off, and what happens? Can you save your life by any means, or you cannot use magic?
It's not you. It's not you, Cade. You're just some random rider dude taking part.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was me. Okay,
No.
sorry, I missed that. Sorry.
No, it's all good. So basically, I'm hoping my T-Rex will chomp something. Nah.
For you?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I didn't expect anything else from you.
Keep the rider.
Okay.
Do this.
Right. Okay. So, has everybody got their stats for their mounts?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No.
I have it because someone posted it on.
If you want, as
Facebook.
your characters can also bet on the race if you want. So you're encouraged to try and win, even though you're essentially racing against tackling. You're encouraged to win because your character, even though it's not your character riding, your character will receive some kind of reward if they win.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a game. You wanna win, of course.